Hello, my friend, and welcome to another One Man's Trash Report as we celebrate the 30th anniversary of my imaginary band. I had to take a couple days off of these trash reports, and let me tell you what's going on. There's kind of been a squirrel emergency in my life, and it's swallowed up 3 full days. I've had no sleep, and things are improving slowly, but not necessarily in the sleep department. I'm pretty sure that's going to continue. So here's what's going on. My last post, my last trash report was pretty much about Earl the Squirrel and what's going on with him, and he was having watermelon and he was having a great day. That's the last time I saw him until Sunday, so that would have been last week, Thursday. I didn't see him all day Friday, all day Saturday, so I get a little nervous when I don't see him for even a full day. And on Sunday morning, I go out to feed the squirrels and give them water, and he's the first one who shows up. But he's acting erratic, and he's running kind of away from me as I try to... Usually I just hold my hands out, and he comes to me, and he's running away, and he's darting around the tree and acting suspicious. And then he ran to the water dish, took a drink, threw up, took another drink, threw up again. So I knew something was up. And then I noticed that he had a lot of sores around his nose. So he had like scabbing and moisture and stuff around his nose, and he was just not well at all. So I had to take care of him all. I just basically had to hold him all day Sunday, and then finally got him to sleep a little bit at night, but only just for what's it called, fits and starts, something like that. So I had a little bit of leftover squirrel medicine from the last time, so I gave him some tramadol to try and get him to sleep, and it pretty much worked during the day, but he only slept every couple hours, or for about 2 hours at a stretch overnight. So Monday, took him into the emergency room. Luckily, he saw his doctor that he's been going to numerous times before, and she was already had Earl on her mind, luckily. So she gave us some antibiotics and some more anti-inflammatory to sort of help clear up his sinuses, because he really can't breathe. He's starting to, but he can't really breathe well through his nose because of all the damage. And especially on the right side, he's really struggling with that. And then we got him started on that. He's been, destroying my bed and my house, and I think I've put on nearly 15 shirts so far this week because they just wiped them out. So I'm sorry we don't have a lot to report on the band, but we've had a squirrel emergency. Now, the crazy part, in the midst of all this, and he is improving, and it's looking like he's getting better, and we're going in Friday for another visit with the doctor, and maybe x-rays if he needs them. Whatever he needs, we take care of Earl the Squirrel. He's my baby, and he's so precious. And if you've never heard a squirrel cry, prepare to give up a little piece of your heart. That was my stomach growling. That's not the squirrel, but here's the squirrel crying. And here's a little bit of Earl the Squirrel cuddling in bed. And so that is stabilized right now. In the midst of all this, yesterday, we were able to track a little bit of guitar. Actually, for 2 days now, we've been tracking a little bit of guitar in the middle of all this stuff. So Jared's been able to doing some additional rhythm guitar parts for songs that we've been working on over the course of the last couple months. And we've got some really fun parts. Now, if I can get Earl to stay in bed for a while, I can get in there and start to figure out what's going on with that stuff. And then I've got some actual work to do, voiceover this afternoon. So that's kind of what's going on. We've got a little bit of tracking going on, but mostly it's been Earl the Squirrel Fest this week as we try to get Earl stabilized and healthy, and that's probably going to be another adventure for at least a week or two more. So that's what's going on. I'll try to get back and report again, get back in my daily grind of doing this, but I have been greatly sleep deprived, and I'm not really sure what I'm talking about right now. So that's part of the problem. But I will report back with whatever I've got going on, and I'll let you know. And thanks for checking in, and thanks for your sort of spiritual support for Earl the Squirrel, because he's really having a rough week, and even though he's improving, he's really struggling. So thanks a bunch. Rock forth.